I was reading a magazine this morning when I realized it wasn't the 90s and no one actually reads magazines anymore. And that got me thinking. Good day, you absolute legends. Welcome back to another edition of Update News. Now, today's hot topic is turrets and base shields might be inbound. That is right, ladies and gentlemen. I have downloaded a mod from the Tinterwebs. Now, this mod is very special because what it does is it's gone inside of the game files, and anything that was even just a snippet of an idea once upon a time, it has rebuilt it so then it's actually functional in game. Now that goes for everything and anything you could possibly ever imagine, and there was a few hidden gems that was found in the game files that the modders have managed to recreate perfectly, and that's what we're going to be speaking about today. But before we do get into that today, ladies and gentlemen, as always, absolutely smash that like button for me. It really is a massive, massive help for this kind of information, especially what we're going to be speaking about today, to get out there to the wider YouTube audience. And also, please, if you have been watching me for a while, you like what I do here, then why not consider hitting that subscribe button? It really is a massive help and a massive support boost. Every subscriber that I get, you mean the world to me. So thank you all very, very much. And let's get into today's video. So first of all, we're going to place down the defense shield, the entire base defense shield. Now, it's called a bubble defense shield multiplexer. Now, this thing, it's not small. It is quite large, and as you can see, it takes starship batteries, uranium, and pyrite to build. Now, I'm going to put it into this makeshift base that I've just built. Now, as you can see, I'm having to go all the way down to the bottom floor. It's 3 levels high, so you can just kind of get an idea for scale. So, let's build it. And then we'll go down and then we'll activate it. Now, I did show this off yesterday when I was installing all those mods. And this is how I actually found it. Now, I didn't actually conduct any tests the other day though. Now, we go down to workplace it and then we can activate it. And there we go. It's now activated. But what exactly does it do? Well, the first thing is it puts a massive freaking shield around your entire base. And I'm on a barren planet, and right now I'm actually going through a small storm and I'm not taking any damage whatsoever, and I can prove it. So let's just go out just a little bit, and I think actually the storm might have subsided, but look at that. As soon as I go out the bubble, the bottom left hand side, that's when you can see my temperature is at 64.5 degrees. However, when I come on the inside and just let it just register for a second, run a little bit closer to my base, there we go, boom, it disappears. And when I go back out of the bubble, let's just test this one more time. Instantly, the second I cross the threshold, it appears. So I'm actually getting affected by the weather on the outside, but on the inside, I am completely safe against all elements. So there we have it. So that is a fantastic thing to have. I don't understand why this isn't implemented yet, but the fact is, if this is in the game files, then maybe this is something that we're gonna be getting. It is a very, very exciting prospect. Now, one of the next things that really caught my eye was these turrets. Now, at the moment, it is labeled as a dummy turret, which means it doesn't have any functionality. However, as we already know, this could actually still be a thing, and the reason being is that we already have turrets in the game, i.e. on the Dreadnought freighters, we have massive turrets. Now, the ones that look kind of like this but are on a way, way bigger scale, and they attack pirates and other ships and come to your defense. Now, we know that we already have something like this in game, but the fact is, these models are separate from that. So if they have the same functionality already baked in game with these that are hidden, then doesn't that kind of make you think, well, maybe they are working on a turret design that maybe you can go into like an options menu, you got to power it with your base and then go into it in like an options menu, and then, you know, a little bit like Ark Survival Evolved where you have like turrets. And if anyone played Ark Survival Evolved, you know what I'm talking about, where you then can set it to, you know, attack for like NPCs or just attack the wildlife, or anybody that comes within, you know, 5 seconds within your base are going to get absolutely blasted. Maybe you can set it for just attacking ships, you know, just something like that. there is just so much potential with these turrets, and if I was to have like turrets in game, as you can already see, I would have them scattered all across my border like this to make sure that I am 100% freaking safe at all times. But of course, ladies and gentlemen, let me know what you think about these. Do you want turrets in game? Now that you've seen the kind of idea of it, would you use them, you know, where you can set them up to, like, you know, keep wildlife back, or keep from, like, you know, pirates bombarding your base? I mean, would you have this sort of setup with the shield and the turrets? Let me know. I mean, it is a very exciting prospect. So I'm just going to quickly show you a fly around of the mock-up that I've made. Now, of course, you got the base in the center, you got walls going around the outside. Again, these walls were in those moddy files as well, so that's maybe something quite interesting. And obviously we have the massive, like, you know, massive shield around your base, and then you got turrets going all the way around that. It makes it look like a completely different game. And if No Man's Sky is going to be more catered towards this sort of gameplay, then sign me up 7 days out of the week. I think this looks absolutely fantastic. It also had NPCs and things like that in there that I'm not going to speak about in today's video as such. But you know what? Overall, I really like the look of this, and I think that this is pretty much in-game No Man's Sky right here. And I think it would encourage people to build bases more in No Man's Sky. And I also think it would definitely encourage people to settle on one planet a little bit more than finding 1,000 and getting bored. So yeah, I mean, let me know what you think about that in the comment section down below. Now, obviously, that these files that were found in the game files themselves, they are just that. They're just game files. They're just things that were added in certain sections that maybe they didn't have everything fully with them, like obviously with the turrets and that. They don't have all the parts to make them functional, but it's still an idea, and I think all of these ideas combined could make No Man's Sky into a completely different game than what we know here today. Now, some people naturally will look at this and be absolutely repulsed by the idea of having shields and turrets for bases. However, there are going to be those people like myself that really think that this is a brilliant idea. I mean, why not have that extra layer of protection for your base? I mean, imagine having a big shield and, for example, having it where then it only allows you in that shield and nobody else can come in. You know, that would stop griefers on the spot. For example, I mean, I can already think of 1,000 applications to use the shield. So for me, I think that this is a fantastic idea. And then with the added turrets, and if we could get them to work, again, fantastic. At the end of the day, ladies and gentlemen, I feel like this would give No Man's Sky a brand new aspect, a brand new look to the game. And because, like I said, they are in the game files already, it's obviously something that Hello Games have actually already been thinking about. Now, whether or not that these ideas have been shelved, nobody knows. But you know what? They might be inbound. They might, as the title suggests, they might be inbound for one of the next updates. It might not be, you know, the one that's coming in June or July, but it might be an update that's coming this year, and we might maybe see the first kind of snippets of it. Who knows at the end of the day, though, ladies and gentlemen. But let me know what you think about this in the comment section down below. You know what to do. Anyway, that's everything from me here today, and as always, my name is Professor Cynical, and I'll catch you all again in the next one. Bye for now.